Hello and welcome back to part 2 of Summerslam. Of course, if you missed part 1, make sure to go back and watch the previous video on the channel to catch up on all the action going on in part 1 of Summerslam. It was not to be missed, I can tell you that much. But we'll be starting off part 2 of Summerslam with this big 6-man tag team match between the Undisputed Era against Roman Reigns and Keith Lee, and, well, it was supposed to be John Cena, but in the previous part of SummerSlam, Adam Cole backstage jumped John Cena, preventing him from being able to be in this match, hitting him with a DDT onto a laptop on top of a wooden, strong table in the office backstage, and John Cena is medically not cleared to be in this match. So this well could be a 2-on-3 handicap match for Roman Reigns and Keith Lee versus the Undisputed Era, but they may have been able to find someone. We are going to have to wait and see whether they manage to or not. But of course, if you are here watching this video, make sure to give us a subscribe, hit that like button and leave a comment below letting us know what match you are most looking forward to on SummerSlam, what your favourite match has been so far. But it's going to be interesting how this one goes. Can Keith Lee and Roman Reigns defeat the Undisputed Era by themselves? That is a difficult process to do, but it has been done before. The Undisputed Era don't necessarily have a very good track record in 2 versus 3 handicap matches. They have lost their only one they've had. They lost against the Street Profits in the very first episode of SmackDown here on Universal Mode in the 2-on-3 handicap match. Wait a second. Well, they managed to find a third man, and what a third man it is indeed. My goodness. Goldberg turning up here tonight. He must have just been backstage for whatever reason, maybe having a conversation with the SmackDown general manager Shane McMahon about his future here in the WWE Universe mode here on SmackDown. But wow, what a find for Roman Reigns and Keith Lee tonight. Goldberg, the third man in this match. You gotta think, if you're Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bo Fish, you're gonna be a bit scared now. This man managed to defeat Mr. Money in the Bank, Drew McIntyre, and that is a task that was very difficult indeed. Drew McIntyre pretty much on a roll, completely on a roll, not pretty much, he was rocking it as Mr. Money in the Bank, defeating every challenger that came his way until Goldberg came a knock in and Drew McIntyre fell to the big spear and jackhammer from Goldberg. And we haven't really seen much from Drew McIntyre since, but you got to know he's going to be watching in the wings, maybe watching those championship matches tonight. But let's see how this one goes. Kyle O'Reilly starting things off for the UE and Roman Reigns. You got to say there's a lot more of a strength advantage on the face team for this one. A lot bigger. None of the Undisputed Era are particularly large men, known for their strength, and they're more known for their speed and their dexterity in the ring. But also they do know each other as teammates a lot more than these 3 men do. Sure, Roman Reigns and Keith Lee, they have been teaming up a bit. This kind of interesting friendship that they have been helping each other out quite a lot. Obviously they went through the match with DIY, Tomasso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, unfortunately coming up short in that one for Keith Lee and Roman Reigns. They have got a bit of experience together as a team, but nowhere near as much as the Undisputed Era do. These guys have been together for a long old time, and they ain't gonna have anything break up their friendship, whereas Roman Reigns and Keith Lee put a championship belt between them. I wouldn't be surprised if it all fell apart, but you never know with this one. Kyle O'Reilly getting the tag to Adam Cole. Adam Cole getting dropped onto the ropes by Roman Reigns. Of course, Roman Reigns defeated Adam Cole a few weeks ago on SmackDown. Got to be looking to repeat the same thing that happened before. Only a 1 count there for Roman Reigns. Adam Cole did get that big victory over John Cena last week, and also destroying John Cena backstage earlier in the night. This could definitely be the turnaround the Undisputed Era needs. They need this big win here tonight. If they want to claim to be the best on SmackDown, they're going to need this. It's not been a very good time for Adam Cole in the Undisputed Era. They need this big win here tonight, but it's going to be a tall task indeed. Kyle O'Reilly getting back in the ring right now. Roman Reigns probably should be looking for that tag sooner rather than later. Kyle going for that pinfall over Roman. Not even getting a 1 count though. Roman throwing Kyle into the corner. Is he going to get that tag? Not going for that tag. Interesting behaviour here from Roman Reigns. Oh, slamming Kyle down to the mat. And again, throwing Kyle into the corner. Is he looking for the tag this time? Kyle O'Reilly preventing it. Trying to take out the legs of Roman Reigns. But Reigns saw it coming, moving out of the way. And now got Kyle up on his shoulders. Oh, kind of a Celtic cross into big powerbomb there from Roman Reigns. Now Bobby Fish getting in the match for the first time, getting the hot tag. Roman Reigns underneath, and the power of Reigns to lift up Bobby Fish like that, lift him up like nothing. And Bobby Fish already taken off his feet and feeling a bit dazed in this one after only just getting in the match. And Roman going for the tag this time. Again, not going for that tag. Interesting behaviour. Very selfish of Roman Reigns. Perhaps thinking he can beat the Undisputed Era all by himself. Maybe he can, to be honest. He's looking for that Superman punch. Is he going to hit it? Superman punch to Bobby Fish. Roman pulling him over for the pinfall. Is that going to be enough to put away Bobby Fish and end this 6-man tag early? Only a 1 count there for Roman Reigns. Bobby Fish still quite fresh in this match. And Bobby getting face to face with Roman Reigns right there. For Roman, straight back at it. Bobby Fish though managing to get over the shoulder of Roman Reigns, over the world and down for a huge DDT, taking Reigns off his feet. And Reigns trying to crawl over for that tag, but Bobby Fish getting him back up, throwing him into the corner of the Undisputed. They were trying to take advantage right now. With Reigns preventing the tag, reversing Bobby Fish, now throwing him into the corner of Roman Reigns' team, but Bobby Fish reversed again, preventing the tag. Roman stuck in this match. He has not tagged to either of his tag team partners in this match. And yes, that is due to Roman Reigns deciding not to most of the time, but whenever he has actually gone to get a tag, he has been prevented by the Undisputed Era, and Roman is looking like he is taking some punishment in this one. Sure, he has done a lot of damage to the Undisputed Era boys, but he has also been dealt a lot of punishment himself. Essentially a 3-on-1 situation right now for Roman Reigns. Bobby Fish trying to get that kick, but just misses, and Roman, big punch to the face. Now going over the tag. Is he going to get it? Yes, he does. Tagging in to Keith Lee. I was going to say perhaps the muscle to this group, but they're all very muscly, man. Certainly the biggest man in this group. All catching Bobby Fish with that DDT there. But he is the most athletic member of this team as well. Because you can always be surprised by what Keith Lee can do. And here we go. Standing shooting star press. Not something you'd expect to see from a big man like Keith Lee. But he can do it like it's absolutely nothing. Keith up to the top rope. What is he looking for here? Oh, a huge moonsault to Bobby Fish. Breaking him in half. 1, 2, not even a 2 count there. My goodness, I think that must have just been an instinct for Bobby Fish. Got him up, slamming him down in the mouth with that choke slam there. Going for the pinfall once again. 1, 2, but no, Bobby Fish still in this. Keith Lee confused about how he has not managed to put away Bobby Fish with those big moves. But it's all got to be instinct for Bobby Fish, that veteran instinct. Keith Lee just pushing Bobby down to the ground like he is nothing. He tries to lay his hands on him, but Boyz getting the hot tag into the leader of the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole. Trying to take Keith Lee off his feet, but he wasn't able to do it. Now Keith has got Adam Cole in a bear hug. Is Adam Cole going to have to submit right now? Now getting the elbows to the back of the head to Lee. Preventing that submission, that bear hug from Keith Lee, and it allows Adam Cole to get a cheeky advantage there with that DDT, taking Keith Lee down to the mat. What's Adam Cole looking for here? Oh my goodness. That definitely takes some strength to get Keith Lee up there like that in that brainbuster position, pulling him down onto the knee of Cole. That does take a lot of strength, and I'm surprised that Adam Cole was able to do that to Keith Lee. But it shows these guys may be more known for their speed and their strong kicks and hits. Well, they do definitely have some strength in them too, these UE boys. They're saying super kick to the gut of Keith, but Keith doesn't even notice it, returning a headbutt to Adam Cole. These two really going at it right now. Adam Cole now mounting, raining down these punches on Keith Lee, and Goldberg still not in this match. It's been interesting to see the UE managing to get these kind of quite frequent tags in this match. But the other team, the face team, Lee, Roman and Goldberg, really not been getting those tags, really not going for those tags. Keith Lee taking out Adam Cole's leg right there, but Adam Cole getting the leg up, catching Keith Lee when they least suspected it. It does really seem like at the moment being that, Adam Cole taken down by Keith Lee, my goodness. But as I was saying, it really does seem like the tag team knowledge of the Undisputed Era and the working together is really the thing that's going to help these guys. And wait a second, Goldberg is in the match, Adam Cole knocked Roman Reigns off to prevent him from getting the tag to Keith Lee, but Goldberg tagging himself into this match, and Adam Cole, you better run, my friend. Right, then catching Goldberg DDT there is Adam Cole. Goldberg, the freshest man in this match. And you gotta say, if he managed to get his spear, managed to get that jackhammer, that is gonna be it for Adam Cole. But wait a second, Cole up to the second rope. What is he looking for? Panama Sunrise. Oh my goodness, to Goldberg of all people. 1, 2. Goldberg managing to kick out of the Panama Sunrise. My goodness, I would not have expected that to happen to Goldberg. A Panama Sunrise to Goldberg of all people. My goodness. Adam Cole is on top of Goldberg right now. He is working him over. Catching him by surprise with that Panama Sunrise. Now Cole kicking to the back of Goldberg, and Goldberg just having no response right now. And again, Adam Cole taking him down. Wow, this is not what I expected from Goldberg in this match. You would have expected Goldberg to get in this ring, spear, jackhammer, 1, 2, 3, and that would have been it. Goldberg returning kick of his own to Adam Cole, but Cole back to his feet straight away. And Goldberg tossing Adam Cole over his shoulder. Adam Cole grabbing the leg, preventing Goldberg from hitting whatever he's thinking about hitting. And Goldberg having to get that hot tag to Keith Lee. My goodness, that is not what Goldberg would have wanted in this one. Adam Cole managed to avoid those big chops there from Keith Lee. Managing to step just out of the way to catch Keith Lee by surprise. And now getting a rebound around the world takedown there on Keith Lee. A neck breaker, I should say, not a takedown. Now got Keith Lee up again. Again, like I said earlier, that strength of Adam Cole, that surprise strength, the leader of the Undisputed Era. Roman Reigns managing to break up that pinfall there, preventing the match from being over for his team. But Cole getting rid of Roman Reigns to the outside, and Adam Cole is calling for it. He is calling for that last shot. Is this going to be it? Is this going to be the last shot in this match? Goodness, he's gone for the pinfall. He hit it. 1, 2, 3. The referee, for some reason, not counting this. Adam Cole had that 1. Adam Cole had the visual pin over Keith Lee right there. But the referee not paying attention in this match, not paying attention to what was going on. But Goldberg managed to break it up at a 1 count of the referee's count, but at a 4 count of actual time. And Adam Cole now tagging in to Kyle O'Reilly. Riley working over the back of Keith Lee right now. Oh, very nice move there from O'Reilly. I guess it's not just Cole that's surprisingly strong. 1, 2. Only a 2 count there for Kyle O'Reilly. And Cole getting in the face of O'Reilly right now. Keith Lee, I mean, not Adam Cole. Keith getting a big elbow to the face of O'Reilly, preventing him from going for whatever he's looking for there. And now getting him in the corner. With Kyle O'Reilly preventing Keith Lee from getting the tag. Definitely the smart idea. Keith has taken a lot of damage in this one. Kyle O'Reilly moving over to the corner, but letting Keith Lee get a tag to Roman Reigns. A very interesting decision there from Kyle O'Reilly. Roman Reigns now pretty much the fresh man in this match. Roman over the top, but Kyle O'Reilly managing to flip around him like that. Very impressive the way he managed to move around his body like that. It's aching down Roman Reigns as Kyle going for the pinfall. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2. Okay, yes it is. The Undisputed Era managing to win out of nowhere. My goodness, Kyle O'Reilly as well managing to get that pinfall victory over Roman Reigns. That is a shocker indeed, the Undisputed Era, but you can't say they didn't earn it. Keith Lee, he was pinned for that 3 count by Adam Cole. The referee not paying attention, just not paying attention in the slightest. When Adam Cole got that visual 3 count on Keith Lee, but it was not counted. But it doesn't matter because the Undisputed Era is still picking up the big victory here tonight and putting themselves in a position to take over SmackDown. And you've got to think Kyle O'Reilly getting that big victory is going to mean a lot for him. Whether they want to go after those tag titles, whether Kyle O'Reilly wants something a bit more different, we'll have to wait and see. But what a great start to SummerSlam. But now we have our Raw Women's Championship match. Sonya Deville versus Becky Lynch for that Raw Women's Championship. Now it's going to be interesting to see how Sonya copes in this match. She hasn't really had that much big match experience here. And Becky Lynch, of course, has held that title since the beginning of Universe Modes. And, well, I don't see her losing it anytime soon, to be honest. She has been a dominant force on Monday Night Raw with that Raw Women's Championship. And who knows what is going to be able to take that championship away from her, but it's going to take a lot of fighting spirit from Sonya Deville tonight to be able to take away that Raw Women's Championship from Becky Lynch. You never know, I'm not going to put it past her. She could get a huge upset. You never know. She did manage to get here for a huge upset, really. She was in a triple threat match with Charlotte and Rhea Ripley managing to get the victory in that match, surprisingly enough. You wouldn't have necessarily expected that. You would have thought one of the other two would have got that big victory going into this match, but instead, Sonya Deville moved forward into this position to face Becky Lynch the Raw Women's Championship, and you can't put it past her. She got that big win. She can do it again tonight. A very respectable start here, locking up in a collar and elbow tie-up between Becky Lynch and Sonya Deville. Very good to see that even split there. No one taking any cheap shots, always good to see. Now Becky getting Sonya up against the ropes and starting to get her offense in on this one. Taking down Sonya, dropping her over the knee. Going for a very early pin there as Becky won. Only a 1 count for Becky Lynch, far too early in this match to be going for a pinfall over your opponent. Trying to go for that drop kick, but Sonya was already back to her feet and managed to get out of the way of it. Now Sonya taking Becky off her feet, taking her down to the mat. Of course, Becky Lynch will be looking to do damage to that arm of Sonya Deville, wanting to set up for the disarmer. But to be fair, she doesn't necessarily need it. She has won so many of her matches without the disarmer recently. Whether it be through the Bexploder suplex or whether it be through the Uranagi that she likes to do and owes to the rock bottom. She has definitely picked up the majority of her matches, her wins, without using the disarmer these days, but it is still a major move in her arsenal. You've got to think that's what she's going to be looking to do tonight. Get those arms of Sonya Deville and start twisting them around. Sonya, of course, with her MMA background, her limbs are kind of the strongest part of her game. Her kicks, her punches is definitely things you want to avoid from Sonya Deville. Managing to get to the ropes, preventing the submission there, that chokehold, the sleeper from Becky Lynch. Becky just slugging Sonya Deville there with a big fist to the face. And now getting in a sleeper again. Once again, Becky Lynch going for a sleeper hold on Sonya Deville. Interesting to see. Not really what you would expect from Becky Lynch. He's slugging her. Just slugging her and now working on the arm. Now this is more Becky Lynch style, working down the arm of Sonya Deville. This match has been very much on Becky's side so far. Sonya needs to be able to pull this back. Start getting in some quick offense onto Becky Lynch right now. And there you go. Perhaps that could be the turning point that Sonya Deville needed. The kick, chuck her into the ropes, take her down with that flying lariat there. And Sonya trying to do this, but she's just not moving fast enough, I think, is the issue right now. She rolls to the outside, trying to get away from Becky Lynch, trying to get her breath for a second. But Becky straight back on her, not allowing Sonya Deville to get any seconds of rest. This is not necessarily going Sonya's way right now. She really needs to pick up that speed and start doing some hard offense to Becky Lynch, and she just hasn't been able to find it so far. Just going for these same kind of kicks and Becky Lynch just catching them. I've got to say, this probably shows the inexperience of Sonya Deville right now. That she doesn't necessarily know how to properly adapt her offense to do good damage to Becky Lynch. And the disarmer, but Sonya Deville very lucky right there. She was close enough to the ropes to prevent the disarmer from being locked in properly. Only a 1 count there for Becky Lynch. Of course, as strong as the disarmer is, it's not really going to help you in a pinning predicament, is it? But wait a second, Sonya's got her down. She's got her down in that triangle choke, but once again, too close to the ropes. Sonya has got to be disappointed after that one. And then a huge kick to take Becky Lynch down to the mat. But not being able to probably capitalise is Sonya Deville. Becky Lynch getting the reversal there. Falling down behind Sonya Deville, and she's looking for it once again. Once again, that disarmer locked in on Sonya Deville. Is that going to be it? Is Sonya going to be forced to tap out right now in the middle of the ring? She is so close to the ropes. Can she get to those ropes? I managed to break this up. She managed to get out of it somehow. Managing to get her arm loose from Becky Lynch. Well, there you go. That is something for Sonya in this match, at least. Can't say that many people have managed to escape the disarmer after being locked in it for so long. The Sonya's arms are going to be absolutely torn to pieces right now. This is not a good place. And there you go, Becky locking it in once again. Not wasting any time at all. Is that going to be it? This is going to be the third disarmer of the match. Was the first one broken up by a rope break. The second one, Sonya got out on this one as well. Oh my goodness, Sonya Deville managing to get out of another disarmer. Sonya Deville definitely having heart in this match. She will not give up. And now working on the arm of Becky Lynch, trying to tap out Becky Lynch herself. Becky Lynch not interested. That MMA game of Sonya Deville trying to get Becky down to the mat and lock in those brutal submissions, those Kimura locks. And all those other submissions, those triangle chokeholds that Sonya Deville is known for. And Sonya trying to get Becky back to her feet. You've got to admit, Sonya Deville, she has lasted longer in this than I expected her to. Managing to get out 2 disarmers herself, and a third one being in the ropes. Unbelievable stuff from Sonya Deville. Now she just needs to capitalise somehow. Needs to forget about the pain coursing through her arm right now, and manage to get a big move back onto Becky Lynch and force her to give up or be pinned in this match. That's what she needs to do. And Sonya Deville really turning this around right now. As much as the beginning of the match was not going her way, she is definitely coming to herself. The longer this match is going, the closer she is getting to potentially being able to knock Becky Lynch down in this one. Becky going for the pinfall there after getting that reversal. 1, 2, only a 2 count there for Becky Lynch. Becky perhaps getting a little bit frustrated, not knowing what it's going to take to get rid of Sonya Deville in this one. Sonya just holding on to all the stuff Becky Lynch is putting her through. Wait a second, so I don't know what Sonya was looking for there, but Becky managed to get the reversal into the Bexploder suplex. That is not a good thing for Sonya Deville. That is probably going to be it. She has taken a lot of punishment in this one. 1, 2, 3, and like I said, the disarmer may be the biggest move in her arsenal, but it is not the one that puts people away the most consistently these days. That Bexploder suplex and that Uranagi and homage to The Rock, they definitely are the moves that typically are putting people away these days. And it keeps on going for Becky Lynch, still your Raw Women's Champion. But you got to give it to Sonya Deville. She had spirit. She did not want to give up. She would not give up the disarmer. Even after Becky Lynch nearly breaking her arm, she refused to give up, but the Vexploder suplex was just too much for Sonya Deville. And that was all she wrote, unfortunately for her. But still, your Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch, you have to wonder who is going to be next up to face for that championship. Well, you're going to have to tune into Raw to find out. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss the next episode of Monday Night Raw. But who knows what is going to go down. Speaking of what's going to go down, our next match is definitely an interesting one. Potentially another handicap match here, we do not know. Yeah, well, maybe that spells it out for us. Jeff Hardy is here by himself. This match is supposed to be the Hardy Boys versus Gloriously Strong for the Raw Tag Team Championships, but ever since Matt Hardy got involved with the Fiend, he had a match with the Fiend, trying to get rid of him from Monday Night Raw. Well, Matt Hardy hasn't been seen. We don't know what's happened to Matt Hardy, and we don't know whether he's even here tonight. I guess we're about to find out, but it's not looking likely. Usually they would come out, do a tag team entrance, be ready for this match, but wait a second, the Fiend? Why is the Fiend here? This is not a good sign. This is not good. Why is the Fiend here? Wait a second, what is going on right now? Do not. The Fiend's already had his match tonight. He's already been in action. He's already faced the Demon Finn Balor. What is going on? Is he here to take out Jeff Hardy? This is supposed to be a Raw Tag Team Championship match right now. What is going on? Wait, is that the Fiend? I don't think that is the Fiend. Who is that? He's wearing the mask, but I don't... That's not what the Fiend was wearing earlier tonight. And that isn't his usual lamp. What is going on right now? Wait a second, is that... What on earth has happened to Matt Hardy? That is Matt Hardy under the mask of the Fiend. What on earth has happened to Matt Hardy right now? My goodness, the Fiend appears to have changed him. The encounter with the Fiend changing Matt Hardy, and we're going to see how he acts in this match, to be honest. For the champions making their way out here right now, and they are probably going to be quite spooked by what's going on in the ring right now. Though they were ready for Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, the regular Hardy Boys, and instead Matt Hardy coming out with red hair. He dyed his hair red in this new attire and the Fiend's mask over him. Well, this is going to be very interesting indeed. Can Gloriously Strong hold on to those tag team championships against the Hardy Boys? Question mark. Well, the match is still going ahead. Matt has gone into the corner. That is a terrifying sight to see. See that Fiend mask in the corner. You have to wonder what's going through the mind of Jeff Hardy right now. Like, that's his brother in the corner, but is it his brother really? Like, who knows? He was already broken enough as he was before, was Matt Hardy, but now, oh goodness, well, we're going to have to wait and see what is going to happen following this. But we do have a Raw Tag Championship match here tonight, and Jeff Hardy is definitely going for it, taking it to Roderick Strong in the early beginnings of this match. Wait a second, is he going for the tag? Is he going to tag in his brother? I don't think he is. I think he's asking for that tag. Matt Hardy asking for that tag, but Jeff not there to take it right now. Goodness, Matt definitely wanting to get into this match, but whether you should or not is probably a different question, whether he should be allowed in this match right now. Can you really trust him? Can you trust someone that's been affected by the Fiend like that? And once again, Matt Hardy putting his arm out, but Jeff Hardy ignoring it. Jeff Hardy not wanting to tag Matt Hardy into this match. don't blame him, to be honest. Robert Roode getting in here, taking it to Jeff Hardy right now. What does this mean if the Hardy Boys win the titles right now? It's not really the Hardy Boys, it's Jeff Hardy and this weird fiendish Matt Hardy. I have no idea, but Jeff being thrown away a second. Matt has tagged himself in. Jeff didn't want to do it, but Matt has tagged himself into this match. And Jeff doesn't have an option right now. He just has to get to the apron, perhaps try and get himself back in this match as soon as he can, try and get a tag back in. And Matt Hardy taking it to Robert Roode right now. Not necessarily anything different what you'd expect from his offense so far, but who knows where this is going to go. Of course, Matt Hardy, a former United States champion, looking to claim his second championship gold here in Universe mode. If you could even count this as being the same person as the Matt Hardy that won the United States Championship. Wait a second, what is Hardy looking for here? Ooh, guillotining Robert Roode against those bottom ropes. And Matt calling out to the audience, just making... I don't even understand what he's saying, just shouting nonsense out into the audience right now as Matt Hardy. If I was Robert Roode, I'd want to be getting out of here right now. And he's getting in the face of Roderick Strong, knocking him off the apron, preventing Roode from getting the tag. But Roode managing to grab onto Hardy, trying to do some damage, but Hardy, side effect onto Robert Roode. This is so strange to see. This man we know so well, this veteran of the industry, covered with the Fiend's mask along his face. It allows him to get the tag, but not tagging into Jeff Hardy. Matt Hardy has no interest in tagging into Jeff right now. But I think Jeff's going to want to go back in this. He doesn't understand what's going on with his brother any more than the rest of us do. But I guess he's just having blind faith in him right now. He doesn't have a choice. They want to win this championship gold. And they got to work together right now, and we can work out what's going on with Hardy later on, perhaps. Well, Roderick Strong managed to reverse, knocking Matt Hardy into the outside, the ring corner. I forgot the word. And Matt throwing Roderick back in and just standing there, just staring at Roderick Strong. Going after a bit more of an aggressive Matt Hardy than we're used to, and also less personality per se than we're used to. He's been standing, staring at people a lot more and shouting gibberish out into the crowd. It's been very confusing to see. And right now just going on a 2-on-1 attack on Robert Roode and Roderick Strong, Gloriously Strong. This is not looking good for them in this one, and you got to think Gloriously Strong's probably taken a bit by surprise in this one. He just took out the referee. What on earth is Matt Hardy doing? This is not the Matt Hardy that we know. So I'm getting a kendo stick. Where is he going? What is he thinking of doing right now? Matt Hardy throwing that kendo stick down on the outside. Interesting. I do not know what is going on with Matt Hardy right now. But that is not what you'd expect from Matt Hardy. You wouldn't expect him to go and be getting a weapon out halfway through the match, attacking the referee. Essentially having a 1-on-2 handicap match right now. Robert Roode got him up on the shoulders, taking down. I was going to call him the Fiend. He's not the Fiend, he is, well, fiendish Matt Hardy, I guess. Getting the reversal there, preventing Roode from getting the big move, and again another side effect to Robert Roode. Oh, wait a second, there you go, the twist of fate. Roderick Strong preventing Matt Hardy, managing to reverse and fence him and getting that pinfall onto Roode, but now his managed to, is it been enough time though? 1, 2. Well, we have new tag champions. I don't know where we go from here. This is bizarre stuff right now. Matt Hardy changed, altered by the Fiend, and who knows what is going on inside that mind of his right now. What is going on? But essentially he won that match 2-on-1. Jeff very beginning of the match not wanting to tag into Matt, and then Matt getting that sneaky tag in. And well, my goodness, and from that point would not tag Jeff back in, defeating Glorious Strong, essentially 2-on-1. We're going to have to wait and see what happens on Monday Night Raw for a follow-up from what's going on with the Fiend, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy going forwards. But we're now here for the main event of part 2 of SummerSlam. We have the Universal Championship match. Tomasso Ciampa taking on the Universal Champion Seth Rollins. Now, of course, Tomasso Ciampa went through a huge elimination match to get to this point, to become the #1 contender, going through 7 other men to become the #1 contender for this Universal Championship at SummerSlam. And well, this man has been on a roll on SmackDown. You can't deny this man has as well. This man being a 2-time Universal Champion on SmackDown. But I would say probably the most interesting thing about this match is you have to remember, you have to think. There is a lot of stuff going on right now behind the scenes for these guys. Of course, Tomasso Ciampa has his good friend Johnny Gargano probably backstage watching on, waiting to see what's going to happen. But Seth Rollins, his church is slowly falling apart as we speak. His disciple, Buddy Murphy, after enduring weeks of punishment from Seth Rollins, finally had enough, turning on Seth Rollins, turning on the church, and leaving, and we do not know. Well, he could be here tonight. I'm pretty sure he is here tonight watching backstage, and well, it'll be a good way to get revenge on your old messiah, would be to cost him that Universal Championship. Do the thing that, well, Seth Rollins blamed Murphy for before. Because of course Seth Rollins did lose. The only time he lost his Universal Championship was in a special 6-man tag team match against the New Day, where whoever won the match would get all the gold. It was a winner-takes-all match. And it was Buddy Murphy who ended up eating the pin for Seth Rollins' team, the Church of Rollins. And well, Seth Rollins blamed all of it on Murphy, but realistically Murphy did a very good job in that match. He was the one in there the most. He almost had it won multiple times, but he just managed to get caught by the New Day. But Seth blamed Murphy for that, continuing to rain down attacks on him. You've got to think that's going to be playing into the head of Seth Rollins, whereas Tomasso Ciampa, he has just been on a winning streak. He has been dominating on SmackDown, only taking 1 loss, and that loss was against a man where he has had a lot of issues with. He has had issues with since the beginning of Universe Mode, that man being Roman Reigns. I've got to think if Tommaso does win this match, maybe Roman will be first in line for a championship shot, since he is the one man to have a pinfall victory over Tomasso Ciampa. But it's still going to be a hard challenge for Tommaso to be able to beat Seth Rollins here tonight for that Universal Championship. Seth Rollins is no easy combatant to go against. Tommaso getting Seth Rollins up, dropping over, and Tommaso certainly looking good in the early beginnings of this match, taking the action to the outside and damaging Seth Rollins, now being right on top of Seth. But Seth managed to dodge out that way with that big flying knee to the face of Rollins. Only a 1 count there for Rollins, the current Universal Champion. Rollins now trying to get the advantage, trying to use those knees of his to do as much damage to Ciampa as possible. Both these men, ring veterans with a very high ring IQ. They know what's going on in there. They ain't going to make any big mistakes. They ain't going to be slow to the count. They're going to be on the top of their game, and well, it's because of this Universal Championship. It is the biggest championship on SmackDown. You know what that means? That is where the money is. That is where the recognition is. That is where you want to be. You want to be the top guy. You want to be the Universal Champion. And Seth Rollins, he's held it twice now. Ciampa looking to hold it for the first time. Wait a second. Listen, this is very early on for this one. That running knee to the side of the head of Rollins. Is that going to be enough for Ciampa? Has he knocked him out cold? 1, 2. Seth Rollins still in this. Perhaps the slow count from the referee there. Perhaps being the reason why Rollins is still in this after that big running knee from Ciampa. I wouldn't be surprised if it knocked you out cold. There's a brutal knee to the side of the head from Ciampa. Ciampa trying to go for a chop there, but Rollins instead getting him over the top with a sliced bread. They're going for the pinfall 1. Only a 1 count there for Rollins. Ciampa still very much in there, still at the top of his game. Hitting the chop this time, but Rollins ducking underneath the second one and hitting him with a big running knee to the face. Rollins going over to the corner. He is going up top, probably looking for that frog splash. But wait a second, no he's not. He's turned his back and going for a moonsault instead onto Ciampa, hitting the target. Now calling out to his feet. You know what this means, you know what he's looking for. But Ciampa did as well. Ciampa catching that leg, preventing Seth from going for the curb stomp. Very good offense there from Ciampa. Very clever to prevent Seth Rollins from being able to hit his signature move there. A move that probably would have ended this for Ciampa. Ciampa managing to catch Rollins from the top rope, but when going for a springboard, Rollins rolling the other way and catching him with another slice spread. Now going for the pinfall once again on Ciampa 1. Again, just a 1 count for Rollins against Ciampa. Trying to go for that drop kick there, but Ciampa managed to move out of the way. And a cutter from the back onto Seth Rollins, and Ciampa once again moving over to that corner. I think he was thinking of going for that knee, but instead Rollins managing to get himself into the corner to prevent Ciampa from going for it. But now Rollins isn't moving, and Ciampa back in that corner looking for that running knee. Once again looking to take down Seth Rollins, looking to knock him out this time, but no, instead Ciampa not going for it, deciding not to, instead going for that fairy tale ending. Oh my goodness, is this going to be it? Do we have a new Universal Champion? 1, 2. Seth Rollins somehow still in this after taking that fairy tale ending from Tommaso Ciampa. My goodness. Now that is definitely a surprise. A huge springboard there from Ciampa from the outside, but Seth Rollins managed to roll out of the way. Rollins needs to get that curb stomp in. He needs to hit it now. That curb stomp, that ripcord knee. I think he tried to go for it again, but once again Ciampa catching that leg of Rollins. He knows what's coming. He is prepared for what is coming from Seth Rollins in this one. Rollins getting in position for that buckle bomb. And he hits it into the corner. My goodness, that move. There's injured people in the past. Has done great damage to his back. Wait a second, Rollins has caught him. He's caught him. Curb stomp. Wait a second. That's Johnny's music. That's Johnny Gargano's music. What on earth is Johnny Gargano doing out here? Just distracting Seth Rollins right now. No, Seth, come on, don't fall for this. Don't fall for this trick from Johnny Gargano. And the referee also looking over. Wait a second. Oh no, he's there. He's in the ring. He's in the ring. Taking down Seth Rollins right now. And Johnny rolling out of the ring before the ref knows what is going on. Ciampa crawling over. 1 arm over Seth Rollins. 1, 2. Wow. Johnny Gargano just won Tommaso Ciampa the Universal Championship. We have a new champion. We have a new Universal Champion on SmackDown. But not necessarily the way the Ciampa would have liked it. Well, the way that any of us would like it. I would have liked to have a nice, even, clean match between the two of them. But instead, Johnny Gargano coming out. Tommaso's tag team partner, his good friend, coming out and hitting Seth with that big move, and then Ciampa crawling over, getting the pinfall, and your new Universal Champion, Tommaso Ciampa. My goodness. Well, we will be back with part 3 coming up in the next few days. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a like and comment what your favourite match this part was, and make sure to be back for part 3. You do not want to miss what is going to happen on part 3, the finale of SummerSlam. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.